Hello everybody, and welcome back for another great video. I apologize for being off the past few months, but I was unlucky in catching COVID-19, along with being in a brace for a few weeks. With that being said, let's kick off a review of what is usually regarded as a terrible park, Six Flags America. In April 2021, I was able to visit Six Flags America for the first time. Let me start off by saying that this was probably the best day I have ever had at a park, and keep in mind that I have been to both Hershey Park and Kennywood multiple times. Staff were always striving to get trains rolling, and most rides were well staffed. For example, Firebird had 5 or 6 employees, including 4 checking restraints. Of the 8 major coasters, Ragin' Cajun probably had the least amount of staff, which that ride does not need more than 3 people to operate. Anyways, let's go to the first category, park atmosphere. When you walk into the park, you are met with a great-looking entrance and midway theme to colonial America. That theme is kept throughout a decent amount of the front. The only 2 exceptions are Coyote Creek and Mardi Gras, which themselves are themed rather well. The theming dies down once you enter Gotham City, but the food court still looks amazing. Also in the front there is landscaping galore. The best areas are by far Chesapeake, Coyote Creek, and Main Street 1776 in the landscaping department. The final score for park atmosphere is going to be 7 out of 10. Next up, we have roller coasters. This park honestly has a better overall lineup than some major parks, which includes every single park that I have visited so far. Yes, that does mean that I think Six Flags America is more well-rounded than Hershey Park. You have great airtime machines with Roar, Wild One, and Ride of Steel. For positive GS, you want to go to Joker's Jinx, Batwing, or Mind Eraser. If laterals are your thing, Ragin' Cajun and Wild One should be on your list. Also, I can't think of a major gap that this lineup misses. You have a suspended coaster, 4 multi-loopers, a flyer, 2 ejector machines, a floater machine, a launch coaster, a spinner, and 2 woodies. Now some of these rides are rougher, but a vast majority are definitely smooth and enjoyable. In the coaster department, I will give Six Flags America a final score of 8 out of 10. How about the flat rides? This park has a few great headliners, including Bourbon Street Fireball, Voodoo Drop, Harley Quinn Spinsanity, Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, Riddle Me This, and Flying Carousel are the more noteworthy rides in the park. Voodoo has some great airtime as you fall, while Bourbon gives hand time for days. Also, the family flat ride collection is outstanding, with French Quarter Flyers, Zydeco Zinger, and High Seas boosting Six Flags America in this category. Six Flags America receives an 8 in flat rides. Finally, I will share my personal thoughts, tips, and tricks for the park. Overall, the park really surprised me. I have been forewarned by several YouTubers to not visit this park, but I was willing to visit due to the cheap tickets offered in April of 2021 and the fact that their lineup seemed rather solid. Further down the road I will have separate review for most of the roller coasters at Six Flags America, so I don't want to spoil anything. I would say though that the park exceeded my expectations so much that you can put a bet down that I will be back to this park again. Now to run through a few tricks that I learned before my visit that definitely helped me around the park. The first stop on your journey should always be Ragin' Cajun. That line can get very long just a few minutes or so after the park opens, so at rope drop you should always run for Ragin' Cajun. Once you ride Ragin' Cajun, head to Wild One, then hit the coasters in Gotham City. By this time, the crowds will be more spread out, so the front of the park will have shorter wait times than what they had during the morning rush. This is a good time to ride stuff in Chesapeake and Coyote Creek, along with revisiting Mardi Gras. At this point, it should be 3 p.m. or sooner. After that, you are free to explore the park and can afford to wait in lines. It's now time for a final score, and I am going to give Six Flags America an 8.5 out of 10. Some of these categories do not tell the real story about this park. What may have been true a few seasons ago was not true in April 2021. This park was clean, well shaded in the front, and had an awesome ride lineup, which in my opinion is better than Hershey Park's overall. Yes, this is my favorite park that I have ever been to. That's it for today's video. Leave a like down below and subscribe for more content. The next video will most likely be a review of one on Six Flags America's great roller coasters. Happy 4th of July, and I will see you all next time.